Good morning and welcome to Gospel Bytes, where we take a bite at the gospel for the day. Today is Friday, October 20th. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Glory to you, O Lord. This is taken from Luke chapter 12, verses 1 to 7. Meanwhile, the people had gathered in their thousands, so that they were treading on one another. And he began to speak, first of all to his disciples. Be on your guard against the yeast of the Pharisees, their hypocrisy. Everything now covered up will be uncovered, and everything now hidden will be made clear. For this reason, whatever you have said in the dark will be heard in the daylight, and what you have whispered in hidden places will be proclaimed from the housetops. To you, my friends, I say, do not be afraid of those who kill the body, and after that can do no more. I will tell you whom to fear. Fear him who, after he has killed, has the power to cast into hell. Yes, I tell you, he is the one to fear. Can you not buy 5 sparrows for 2 pennies, and yet not one is forgotten in God's sight? Why, every hair on your head has been counted. There is no need to be afraid. You are worth more than many sparrows. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. So over and over again in the Bible, God says, do not fear. Whenever God is near, there is nothing to fear, because there is nothing greater than God. If God is the creator of the universe, no creature is more powerful than the creator. So St. Paul even said, what can separate us from the love of God? Neither hunger nor pain, nor the sword, not even death. But he said one thing here. He said there is one thing to fear. Fear that which can kill the body and then also send the soul to hell. So that couldn't be God, because God does not kill and send people to hell. What is the one thing that can send us to hell? That is sin. So sin should be something that we should be afraid of doing. The thought of sin should make us tremble, because that is the one thing that can separate us from God. And from the very beginning, the people have never feared sin. That's why even Adam and Eve, they disobeyed God without fear. They only feared after they have sinned, but they were not afraid. People today are not afraid to commit immorality, and they use God as an excuse. Oh, God cannot send us to hell. He's a loving and merciful God. Yes, he cannot do that. He is a loving and merciful God. But our sin can do that. Our sin can separate us from God. St. Dominic Savio said, I would rather die than sin. If we can have that fright, or if we just know what sin can do to our souls, I think we will be so afraid to sin. Just the thought of it would make us tremble. This is what sin can do. God can undo what we have done, but if we persevere in sin, God will never force himself on us if we choose to commit sin. Our Lady in Fatima even showed the souls of those going to hell. Our Lady of Fatima showed the 3 shepherd children a vision of hell, and so many souls are going there, they're like water coming from tap. That's how grave it is. That's how dangerous we live in this dangerous and grave times. So if there is anything that we should ever fear, if there's anything that parents should be worried about, is when their children commit sin. And that's something that children think today that they're entitled to do. Since I can do it, then that's okay. Then that's good. So today, let us ask the Lord to give us that fear of sin so that we may never commit, we may never approach any occasion that would lead us to sin. Because that's the one thing that can separate us from God and when we persevere in sin. I'm Father Jerry Sembrano, and this is Faith for another edition of Gospel Bytes. God bless you. Say hi to our friends in the Philippines, and we'll see you soon. Have a nice day.